Hey guys, nothingwire.com, and we have the brand new Nikon Coolpix P330 here. So it sits right at the top of Nikon's Coolpix Performance series and does away with all the megapixel and zoom myth and concentrate instead on the quality of still and video. So it comes in two colors, white and black. I particularly like the white model. Nice slick. So it does not have a metal mount. Instead, I think it has kind of a polycarbonate mount here, which gives it a unique look actually. It's almost chalk white and not your typical the metallic white that you see in other white cameras. So this guy has an incredibly large 1 by 1.7 inch sensor and only 12.2 MP maximum still. So that amount of pixels in such a large sensor means that you have some decent sized pixels for good quality photo and video. In the front you can see you have the autofocus assist lamp here, a function button that you can assign a function here. It has a nice rubber patch here that gives you a hold while you're holding the camera with one hand. So in front you have the incredibly fast f/1.8 lens. It's a 5x lens. It also has a 2x digital zoom. 5x the focal range, you can see here 5.1 mm till 25.5 mm, which comes to about 24 till all the way up to 120 mm in 35 mm equivalent. That's the aperture range. So maximum aperture of f/1.8 means it will give you a great shallow depth of field while you're shooting small objects and you want to make the other objects blur in the picture. So that's two features we straight away like: the maximum aperture and the sensor size. So no manual ring here. On top you have the dial and then the zoom lever, the power button. You have the shooting mode dial there. So it has the usual semi-automatic modes there. You can also have a U mode, which means user mode, where you can save one of your customized settings so that you do not have to customize the presets every time. It also has some scenes and some filters and that kind of stuff. That's the video mode. It has GPS, and that's the pop-out flash that comes out here. That's your eyelet. These two eyelets for your lanyard. In the back you have the 3-inch screen, 921K dot TFT screen. You have a dedicated video button, your playback button, multi-selection dial, the OK button, menu, and your delete. You have the usual flash, exposure compensation, macro, and self timer on this. So below you'll have the tripod mount here, and then you have the battery plus SD card compartment. So it runs on an ENEL 12050 mAh battery. Nikon promises about 200 still shots with this. It supports SD card, SDHC card, and SDXC card. It also has 15 MB of internal space. This side you have mini HDMI out, and then you have your data out. Yeah, so that's pretty much about it for the hardware. It also comes in black, as I told you before. So I'm going to quickly show you the interface now. So let's switch on the camera first. You see nice patches of white on the zoom ring, which I personally like. And that's your display. See all the information you can get. So it's in P mode, that's program mode, which is pretty much the auto mode. So in auto mode you have these menu options. You can see image quality. So it supports RAW but NRW format and not NEF. So image size you can see 12 MP. You have all these options. The ISO range goes from 80 all the way up to high 2, which is about 12,800. You see? with the usual options really. So that's the still, that's the movie option. So it shoots at full HD at a maximum of 25p here. You can choose between NTSC and PAL format for your video. So this is selected, already selected in PAL format, so maximum frame per second would be 25, in NTSC it would be 30. And so that's your autofocus mode, single autofocus and full-time autofocus. Full-time autofocus is particularly useful when you're shooting moving objects, so that you can keep a focus on the moving object. That's the GPS, this thing. That's the GPS option. You see? And then you have your usual setup menu. Yeah, so that's about the Nikon Coolpix P330. This is gonna retail at an MRP of rupees 18,950 and will be available in India pretty soon. Thank you.